I'd like you to take a deep breath in and let it out really slowly. Now I'd like you to look up with your eyes as high as you can to a point on the top of your head. Another deep breath in, and as you exhale, then just let your eyes slowly close. Relax the muscles around your eyes, letting them get heavier and heavier. Now let that feeling of relaxation and heaviness that is around your eyes spread all the way down your body so that your feet feel really heavy on the floor. As you drift deeper and deeper, you may feel yourself floating deeper and deeper. You find yourself wandering in an even more beautiful, lush forest. And looking ahead of you, you see some rock-like structures. Beautiful flat rocks like granite. Smooth, shiny rocks that reflect the sun shining against them and radiate multiple colours: reds, blues, yellows, greens. You walk over to those rocks and there's a shallow pool with a waterfall. Now this pool is only about 1.5 feet deep, and yet the interesting thing about this water is that you find you can lie on your back, float in it, and yet still touch the bottom of the pool. It is an absolutely stunning blue-coloured pool, surrounded by multicoloured, flat, beautiful rocks, and those in turn are surrounded by the forest. Lying there in the water, you see the blue sky above you. You see some clouds moving that are really fascinating to you. You find that you're able to lie in the water and that your body floats very easily in the shallow water. Every bit of your body is supported, and you can just let your body go. You begin to get the sense of drifting, like you're just floating in mid-air. The water can be any temperature that you like, and you can change it. If you want it to be slightly cool, that's fine. If you want it to be slightly warm, that's fine. As long as it's at the temperature that feels comfortable for you, that's perfectly fine. And as you float in the water, profoundly relaxed, focusing on my voice, you'll begin to notice that things that are very useful to you, thoughts, images and feelings, begin to float in and out of your mind, just drifting and floating in and out. You realise that you have a very powerful part of your mind that can be a great friend to you. And so, while part of your mind is floating comfortably in the pool and just noticing what the sky looks like and wondering how you could be so profoundly comfortable, another part of your mind starts having images that are profoundly useful to you. And one thing I'd like you to notice now is that you can actually notice, in a comfortable way, strangely enough, what it's like to have the headache pain, what the pain looks like in your head. What colour is it? How much does it weigh? What shape is it? How much water would it hold? Just beginning to form an image of the headache within your head. Looking at it from a distance and being fascinated with that. And as you watch your headache, you begin to watch it gently flow out of your head into the water around you. Certainly not all at once, but slowly. just flowing out like a balloon filled with water, and the water squeezing out. I don't know exactly how your mind's going to make you more comfortable. Your mind may serve you now by noticing that in the future, when you begin to get the aura before a headache, when you begin to get the signs of a headache, that will become a signal for you and your mind, a signal to become utterly comfortable, deeply relaxed, more relaxed than you are now. You'll still be able to function, to walk around, to talk to people, to do what you're doing. But you'll have an immediate rush of well-being and comfort as soon as you begin to get the early signs. And maybe once you get those early signs, you'll become so profoundly relaxed that maybe the headache will never appear at all. If it does appear, perhaps you'll find you're watching the headache from a distance, just noticing that it's there, but yet not being bothered by it anymore. And maybe you'll find too that the headache will disappear far faster than you would ever have imagined. Perhaps you won't remember whether or not you've ever been in any type of discomfort. It may be that you're able to picture the blood vessels in your head. Further, they may appear to be large and swollen. Yet as you observe them, they begin to shrink and return to normal. And maybe you'll find too that the headache will disappear far faster than you would ever have imagined. I don't know exactly how it will seem as one part of your mind remains floating in this comfortable pool, the sun shining on you, not a care in the world, thoughts coming in and out of your mind. And one thought that you may have, or one image, is a time in your past that you didn't have any headaches at all. How did it feel at this earlier time in your life not to have any headaches? Maybe you were even a child. Or perhaps your mind goes back to pleasant images in the past, perhaps when you were far younger. Any images that come up are fine as long as they're enjoyable. Just noticing that image, memory or symbol from the past as long as it's a happy one. And now some more images start to come to mind, and those are pleasant images in the future where you don't have any pain at all. Just noticing what you're doing, who you're with, and what it looks like to be absolutely, profoundly comfortable. And also you begin to notice that the time between the past and the future begins to become blended. And so that time begins to have no meaning. I don't know exactly how your mind will allow you to feel more comfortable. I do know that your mind is a very powerful ally, and it can do many things to make you feel more comfortable. It may be that in the future, just closing your eyes and counting from 1 to 10 will allow you to reach an even more profound state of relaxation. It may be that periods of discomfort seem to go into fast motion, and what might have seemed like 10 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours all of a sudden seem like 6 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 minute. And perhaps you'll suddenly be looking back and being surprised by all the comfort that you've been remembering. I don't know how your mind will serve as a resource for you, but I do know that it is a powerful resource and will continue to serve you. And as you lie in the pool now, drifting along, knowing that you'll remember everything that is useful and that you'll forget anything that wasn't particularly useful. I'd like you to begin to get ready to end this journey down the path and head back up the path. Only this time, when you do reach the top of the path, it will be quite a different experience from when you were there before. This time you'll return back up the path and you'll find yourself alert, orientated, but profoundly comfortable. It'll be as if you've had a nice, comfortable nap, but alert, awake and refreshed. Alert, awake and refreshed. You feel yourself getting up out of the water now. When you're ready, I would like you to come back to the here and now, knowing that you'll take these relaxed, calm feelings back with you. So you can begin to count back in your head from 5 to 1, taking all the time that you need, so that by the time you reach 1, you're fully awake, feeling refreshed and alert.